And we're back. Ask Me Anything, episode 169. Took a little break through the last 4 days. Last live session was absolutely one of the best I ever had, in every single way of the word. So if you haven't checked that one out yet, it is called "We Can Be Lonely Together." Make sure to go check out that one because maybe it was the best live we'd ever done. Today we're having a different brew. We're having a San Miguel going Spanish style. Doesn't always have to be a Belgian beer just because I'm from Belgium. What's up, Annalise? How you doing? I just got back from the gym, feeling very happy as I was able to pull a personal record on the deadlift, 150 kgs. Very happy with that result. Anyway, guys, let's get it going. Friday night, 6:40 p.m. What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? What do you guys want to talk about? Ask me anything. What's up, Alexandra? Congrats, 180 kgs. 150 though. 150, not 180. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate that. Last week I did about, I think, seven lives or eight lives in 1 week. So I just wanted to take some time this week to fall back. A lot of stuff has been happening, and I'll be posting a video about that probably tomorrow. What's up, Danny Coyle? I'm eating lunch at school right now. What time zone you in? You're on the east coast of the U.S., right? When will we see the whole apartment? um, I forgot that was actually requested by people. What's up, Stars on Mars? We can do an apartment tour sometime. Do you still run in the mornings? Otalise, I'm actually dealing with a infected Achilles, so I have had to cut playing basketball. I can't run. I still go hiking, but I can't do anything. You moved? No, I didn't move, man. Same background. Alexandra just wants to see the apartment in which I've been living for the last year and 3 months. What did I miss? Nothing. Not much. It gets really dark, really, really dark here in Belgium this time of the year. Like, it's still dark at 9 in the morning and it starts getting dark again at 4 in the afternoon. I've lost 3 kilograms and I feel so happy, as you should. That is an amazing, amazing um, achievement. Very happy for you. It's pitch black here at 3 p.m. Yeah, you're Swedish though, right? Yeah. I remember living in Sweden, having to deal with that. It's not easy, that's for sure. Where is Katya? I miss her. Well, we broke up, right? But we are super, super good. She actually was here yesterday. She came over. We basically spent the whole day together. It was awesome. Went to see my family because she's still close with my mom and my dad as well. Um, and actually, we're going to an event together tomorrow as well. But we're great. You didn't know that? Yeah, yeah. We broke up like 3 months ago. Alexander, how can you not know that? I've talked about it like numerous times in the different lives. So nice that you guys are friends. Absolutely. I love her. I owe so much to her, and she's still my best friend. People don't believe it when you say that, when you talk about still being friends or even best friends with your ex, but we are, you know. So it's a beautiful thing. How are you doing today? I rate the new hair. I'm doing good, man. Um, I had a productive morning, coached some clients. I did some grocery shopping. I called my dad because he just had a surgery done. And I went to the gym, pulled a personal record, PR, 150 kgs on a deadlift. Yeah, then I made dinner. Now I'm here talking to you guys, so cannot complain. I love her too, and I don't know her. Her energy is so sincere. Yeah, she's amazing, man. Shout out to Katya. What's your plans for the next few months? So December is just gonna be straight up grind mode in the Bat Cave, meaning I'm just gonna coach clients, do live sessions, um, save economics, save money, and train my ass off. Then early January, like in the first week of January, I'm gonna attend a surf camp in Tenerife. Pardon me. Tenerife is like it's a Spanish island. It's in the Canary Islands, and I'm gonna attend a surf camp there. Never surfed in my life. I did windsurfing when I was younger, but I never surfed like without like real surfing. Not that windsurfing is not real surfing, but it's just an entirely different thing. So I'm gonna do that. Uh when is the next surgery coming? Aiden, I made a whole video about that, so I'm not gonna talk about that now. I'll post that video hopefully tomorrow, and you guys will be fully up to date. But yeah, so my plan is to just December is just a grind it out month, and then January I'm gonna go on a surf camp for a week, check out the island. I'm gonna go with a very cool friend of mine. Keep the questions coming, guys. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can do it. Tenerife will give you that energy boost. Yeah, some good vitamin D, some sunshine. It'll be good. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. It's gonna be nice. But yeah, like so basically the whole plan to move out has been put on the back burner due to medical logistics among other things. And because of that, um the plan is to just work really hard, but every now and then do a little trip, do a little excursion. Have you thought about visiting the Maldives? I thought about it, just haven't done it yet. There's still a lot of places that I can check out that I haven't gone to, and the Maldives is definitely one of them. When you think about it, Europe really has so much to offer. Like, we tend to go so far always, but to where will you move? I'm not moving in the near future, so that question does not apply currently. Have you ever had COVID? I never tested positive for COVID, but I'm pretty sure I had it at some point. Again, never tested positive though. So I um I can't really say. I think I do, but I seem to be good and healthy now. Knock on wood. Hit the thumbs up, guys. If you appreciate the live sessions, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Also, I am still taking on new clients. So if you're looking to hire me for my mentorship service, email me at lorenz.reese@gmail.com. What I do is I help people turn things around, help them with their depression, help them with their social anxiety, low confidence, and basically anything. Like I'm a very practical, hands-on coach. Like I'll tell you exactly which steps to take. I'm in daily contact with all of my clients through text messaging. And then obviously, besides that, we have 2 video calls through a week of 30 minutes each. So if you want to reach out, if you've been thinking about making a change and you feel like you can't do it by yourself, I am your guy. I can guarantee you that. I'm really good at what I do, and I say that unapologetically because I have a lot of success with the clients I've had. I've had clients from Puerto Rico, Greece, Argent, Argentina, Argentina. Yeah, that's how you say it. U.S., England. It's been great. You're not like never getting bottom teeth. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Do you believe in global warming? Of course, yeah. I think the evidence for global warming is quite like irrefutable. hmm I started taking my antidepressants again, and I feel so much better. I feel stupid for not taking them. Well, if they work, if they help you, then go for it. I'm happy that they're working you. You are indeed good at what you do. Truly, thank you, at least. That's really sweet of you. Last week, my I had a terrible like throat ache, and I thought I was getting sick, but I didn't have any other symptoms. Like I didn't feel tired or anything. And then I realized that my throat was hurting from doing too many lives, from talking too much, too long, too loudly. Hey, bro, Toronto calling again. What's up? Too much info. How you doing, buddy? How many COVID shots will you take? Um, I don't know. I guess I already had two, so I guess I'll take a third one if the time is right. I'm not worried about the vaccine, guys. I had close to a year's chemo at a bone marrow transplant. Trust me. If you can survive chemo, I think that a little flu shot is not gonna affect me that much. I'm not scared of that. Have you ever been to therapy for mental health reasons? I tried, but it's hard to commit. What I found is that many people who are, quote unquote, licensed therapists, they're just not that good at their job. I've had some therapists that they were scared of me. I remember having this young girl being my therapist, and she was just looking at me like feeling sorry for me, and her body language and her energy was so easy to read. She just kept saying stupid shit like, "Yeah, it can't be easy for you. Wow, it must be hard. How does that make you feel?" I was like, "The fuck, man? Like, how are you?" Like, it was just. I feel like certain professions should just not be. Just because you know the theory doesn't mean you're good at it. I think we have a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists that are just not equipped to do that job. I don't have that degree, but I'm very confident that I know what I do and I'm good at it because I have an emotional, EQ. I have empathy. Those are really things you can't really teach or study. You have it or you don't. So I've tried therapy, but I was always quite disappointed with the level of my therapist, basically. Um, Lorenz, you're hilarious. Yeah, it was stupid, man. It's just I remember getting so annoyed because I could read her so well and she didn't know what to say. She was just intimidated by me as a client and my situation, because I just had a newly constructed face and I was like, what the fuck, man? I've been in therapy and it helped me gain insight. For sure that there's a lot of good therapists out there as well. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that I haven't been that lucky with it. But it can help you a lot, and I recommend it to anyone, definitely. I do agree. Most of them are not that great. The problem is also it's just so expensive. If you want one of the good ones, you're gonna be paying premium. Like you're gonna be paying a lot of money. And because the great ones, they're all taken. So you're paying them up to 80 euros, 80, $100 per hour. Who's got that kind of money? Who wants to pay somebody 100 euros per hour to see them once a week? And then you go on your way and it's like you come back the next week, like a lot of time has passed since all the things that have happened. and then you just vent for 45 minutes and then they talk for 15 minutes. How is that worth the money, you know? And that's why my system works a lot better, I think, because I talk to my clients daily. I stay on top of what's going on. I'm able to know on a daily basis what's happening and to redirect, to give instant feedback, instant advice, encouragement, whatever is needed. So it's really fucking expensive. Yeah, therapists are really fucking expensive. Exactly. I can see how your confidence and direct eye contact could be intimidating. Sure, yeah, I can see that too. But then, don't become a therapist. If someone's eyes can intimidate you, like, you need to be strong enough to withstand that. You need to, if you can't hold eye contact with a person, if you can't look them back in the eye and not feel awkward or weird, then you're in the wrong line of duty. Line of employment. I don't know why I said duty. Hello, Viking. How are you today? Good, man. Good, chilling, talking to you guys. So that's always a good thing. Haven't been on live in about 4 days, so wanted to jump on today. Make it count. Line of work, exactamundo. How is the weather where you are? Cold, dark, and we're gonna get snow soon. So we are like, it's dark from basically, you know, 4:30 until 9 in the morning, 4:30 p.m. until, like, yeah, and then during the day it's just like a little bit grayish, not a lot of sun. So it's not great. It's not great. I miss you for the last few days. Oh, nature lover. I had to recharge. I had to go to the hospital as well, which again, I'll be making a video. I already made a video on, but I have to edit it and upload it. So I'll do that tomorrow. Hi, Viking. If you had three wishes and you could ask for anything, what would they be? First wish would be to get teeth again. That's my first wish. Second wish, the obvious, just like, I would I would wish that we could switch to a an alternative way of creating energy, like, so that we could just have the oceans and nature to be more healthy again. That, well, you know what I mean. Third wish, health, or just like end world hunger. I guess you're supposed to say something like that. I don't know. I don't have a third wish. Brian Rios, hey, I've been a long time sub. I just want to say thanks for all you do. You get me motivated. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you for telling me, man. It's really important that you come in here and you tell me that, Brian, because it's funny. People always assume because you're a content creator, you're a YouTuber, it's like you're always flying high, and they think that my life is different. No, my life is the same as yours. The only difference is I go live once a day or whatever. Like, I still have struggles. I still have to figure a lot out. I got bills to pay, stuff like that. So thank you for reminding me that my content, that the return of investment of my energy can not only be measured by, money, but also by people like you, telling me that their life has changed for the better due to my content. So thank you a lot, man. What's the signs you're a great match with your romantic partner? If you never run out of things to talk about, like, if you could just, and if you can make silly little jokes and you get it, you're just on that same wavelength. Those are great signs. If you like cuddling, if you like just being like close to each other, if you're always trying to like squeeze each other and tease each other, just like when you're just like, you're always like up for a chat with that person and you just don't get tired of them. And people that can feel when you're like a little bit down, or like you need some space. That's crazy. Have you ever considered moving to another country, especially since you speak fluent English? Um, I I lived in LA, um, That sucked. I lived in Barcelona for 4 years. That was amazing, but Barcelona is a hard place to settle down. It's so wild and crazy and so much party going on and so many lost souls. So it's just like a hard place to like have a normal quote unquote life. This like there's too much, it's too much of everything. But I mean, I'm always considering moving to another country, but I have found with the years that you're not gonna like you're not gonna find happiness per se by moving somewhere else. Like it has to be within you. Like you have to find purpose. And right now my purpose is to grow my coaching business, my mentoring business. That's what makes you happy, to have a clear purpose. Like I've traveled a lot. I've seen all the perfect beaches. I've seen all the statues, all the temples. And it gets really boring really quick. I can tell you that. It gets really boring really quick. And it doesn't really, it just distracts you. It doesn't fill you with like real happiness. It's just a distraction. It's kind of like when you're sticking your head out the window in a moving car. It's like, you're in the wind. You're not thinking. It's just action, but doesn't really do anything in the long term. Viking, why do you cut your hair? You looked like Thor. Now you look like Rick and Morty. Dude, I was tired of the long hair, man. I was tired of it. I didn't like it anymore. I didn't like the look. I didn't like how it made me look. I felt like I looked. I don't know. I just didn't like it. It was time. It was just time. I'm super happy I changed my haircut. So that's why, man. Have you decided when you're moving out? Not yeah. The decision is that I'm not moving out anytime soon. I like your hair. It suits you. If you don't mind me saying, it's interesting how you're good looking despite your scars. Hey, thank you, man. I definitely agree. I think I'm more good looking now as well than before. I look younger again. It brings out my face, my aesthetic jawline. Nah, all jokes aside, I look younger. I like the hair. And yeah, man, good looking is a state of mind. Scars are sexy. Acne scars, not so much. I mean, it's all the same. Wherever you go, there you are, right? Exactamundo. You can escape your country, but you can't escape yourself. Link to your coaching business. It's not in your YouTube channel's info. Just send me an email, buddy. That's how I like to. I'm old school. I know I should, dude. I should have made my website way better like a year ago already. But um, yeah, I suck when it comes to that stuff. I just tell people like email me, and then we can set up everything. I'm gonna tell you the pricing, tell you how it works, all these things. So I'm old school. I know people have come in here and said, "Yeah, that's not how you do it." You need Facebook ads, you need a landing page. I know, but it's like whatever. Like the people that I talk to in the chat and stuff, and you just asked me. I feel like we're already off to a good start. You know what I mean? I feel like in a way it happens. If it happens organically, it has the best way of working out. Papuna came back after a gallbladder. Wow. Came back after a gallbladder surgery today. I feel feverish, but it's all good. Nice to see you again. Papuna, I'm so happy that it went well. Congratulations, buddy. I'm very, very happy that that's over with. Now all you need to do is recover, take care of yourself. Don't forget, your body right now is recreating cells as it does all the time. But it's working overtime now because it has to heal your wounds. So it is of the utmost importance that you feed your body the absolute best food you can find because your body is going to use the food that it eats now and take the building blocks out of it to recreate cells, to recreate scar tissue, things like that. So if you're going to eat fast food, your wound is literally going to be healed by tissue that comes from fast food. So it's going to be shitty tissue. See what I'm saying? You are what you eat. So you need to eat healthy stuff, man. And good luck and great job on getting that done. Salute. Lorenz, are you interested in different cultures? I mean, I've only dated girls from different cultures, so it has to be right. No, I definitely am, obviously. What does an everyday routine feel like? Get up. Usually, right now, first thing I do is go to physio. I have to see a physiotherapist to help me open my mouth up further because I had an issue with that. After that, breakfast of avocado toast, 4 eggs, sunny side up. Then usually after that, I like to get my workout in as soon as possible. I train in the morning. Then I come home, have lunch, and then it's already time to coach my first client most of the time. A lot of clients of mine are from the US and from a different time zone. So I do the most of the coaching in the afternoon and my evening. So I coach 2 or 3 clients in the afternoon, and then I either jump on live, do a live, then it's time for dinner, and after dinner it's just unwinding. That's like a regular day. Oh, and then hiking in the evening. I hike every evening, like not every evening, but regularly. I'll hike for like an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half. Junk food is an addiction. It's worse than drugs. Absolutely. Divaya. How to not get attached to material wealth and focus on the real stuff in life. Hmm. Well, you need to ask yourself the question: why are you doing it? Why do you want to go that direction? Um, is it because you feel like you have to, or is it because you want to? Which is a big difference. Because there's nothing wrong with liking certain material things. Like I get a lot of joy out of obtaining certain things, and like even clothes and stuff. I'm very much into fashion, things like that. Um, but if you're really serious about, if you feel like it's just something that society has pushed upon you, then I would honestly recommend you to just really try to like start putting your money into something else than to buying things. Like put it in cryptocurrency or put it in stocks that can make investments with it so you're not able to put that money into buying stuff you don't need. So go more towards minimalism, but do make sure that your money is still making money and that you're not just putting it on the bank where it's losing value every day. So you have to figure out who you are, like if that's really who you are or not. Like again, there's nothing wrong with being attached to certain material things. I feel like right now there's just like a lot of you have to live like this, you have to live like that. No, it's like be yourself and really make that clear. Have you ever taken a DNA test? Yeah. So it turns out I talked about this before that my mom is from 50% Scandinavian, so I am a real Viking. What's worse than drugs is social media and online porn. It's free and there's no law against it. Now I feel like drinking beer. Our local beer is called Banks here in Barbados. Right, okay. You smoking that herb still, or are you on a break? Oh man, 3 weeks without weed. Off the earth. If you're smoking weed, it's really important that you take breaks every now and then. Very important. Don't get hooked. Weed is highly addictive and it robs you of your ambition. It makes you weak. It makes you slow and lazy. It's true. I've been smoking for 10 years. I'm not like telling you. It mellows you out, sometimes too much. So whenever you get into a space in life where you need extra energy, you need to get shit done. Stop smoking because you're gonna need every extra bit of energy that you got. What can I do for upper back pain and lower back pain? It puts me off work. I'm a ground worker, but I keep going for the money. I think you need to train your lower back muscles, and then they'll get better. So I recommend you to start going to the gym for that, honestly, or do yoga, or do both. Yoga can help a lot, but just lifting weights and doing compound movements like squats and deadlifts can help a lot. Don't go heavy on the weight, but just make those muscles stronger. I think right now your core is weak. That's why you have a lot of pain. You're making good progress with the jaw opening. Is it getting easier to eat? Yeah, it's getting a lot easier. Viking, I will email you. Hopefully, you respond. I need some help with my life. Well, um, email me, but as long as you understand that my service does cost money. So That's the thing. If you want to hire me, I'm totally down for that. Absolutely. You're welcome. You what, mate? You're welcome. Approximate cost for a consult. I don't like to talk money on here. That's again why I say send me an email. It's much easier. I don't like to discuss those things on live. What is the three best and worst things in life in your opinion? Oh, it's a complex question. Three best. Physical exercise is one of the three. Food, like culinary pleasure, is one of them, and community, family, and then three of the worst, I would say, is fear of missing out, um, addiction, and anything that has to do with um, frustration due to sex, lack of sex, or putting people on a pedestal because of the lack of sex, things like that. Sex fucks up a lot of people. Sex and the lack thereof. Yo, Tutorial Slave, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means the world to me. Really appreciate that. People like you are the ones keeping this channel afloat on a daily. So thank you so much. Hail Viking, I wish you a speedy recovery and continued success and bliss. I'm curious, is there any field of expertise you would like to master in the near future, be it a particular skill, language, or cultural aspect? I would love to get better at Spanish. Like I would like to perfect my Spanish, so that's for a language. I would like to get better at like filming and like knowing how to edit, like videography, that skill. Um, Culturally, I'm fine. I've seen plenty of cultures. Like I figured out that people are people. They're just different people, like in different coats. They wear different like you know costumes, but people are people. There's no such thing as like a perfect culture or anything like that. Um, I've definitely traveled enough to know that the world is overrated. If that makes sense. I feel bad for people that are constantly looking for that high by traveling and just like continually feeling lost and just I get bored so quick of seeing landmarks or seeing like typical touristy things. It just it really quickly it just becomes very unimpressive for me. I like people. I like connecting with people. That's what I like, not buildings and things like that. But Tutorial Slave, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Um, I'm trying to think of another expertise that I would like to master in the future. Mm, I mean, I would like to do public speaking gigs. I've always said that, like to go on stages like TED Talks and just talk for a bunch of people. I would love that. Culturally, I'm also referring to delving deeper into art, philosophy, psychology, sociology. Anything along those lines still on the table, or do they only matter in how much they help you? Well, philosophy and psychology and sociology are like three of my absolute like fields of I don't want to say expertise, but they're the most interesting to me. Like one of the things I love to do most is just sit down in a crowded street and watch people, watch behavior, analyze behavior. I love that. For me, it's very interesting. Um, Psychology is everything, man. So I would definitely like to get more profound at that and meet more peers that can teach me more and people that can teach me about things like that. Do you have any movie recommendations? Donnie Darko, American Psycho, The Bodyguard, those were all my favorites. Said this like a million times already. No offense to you, I'm just saying, like, I must imagine some people must think you're saying those films again. What else? True Romance, that's a good one. I like that one. What's that one with Al Pacino? A Woman Scent. No, Scent of a Woman. Scent of a Woman. I like that one. It's not that cheesy, but it's good. Do you think Jordan Peterson can bounce back? I don't think so, man. He looks broken to me. He was never the same after that benzo catastrophe. Pumpkin Patch, thank you so incredibly much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting these live sessions. It really means everything to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Interact with people more efficiently, understanding them fully so you can support them fully. People watching, I guess you can add altruistic stalking to your CV for future reference. Yeah, for sure, man. Do you like psychological movies like Memento? Memento is amazing. I never seen The Machinist because I don't know why. I love Christian Bale, but I've never seen that one. What happened to Jordan Peterson? He fell victim to an addiction to benzos, like the drug. There's drug called benzos, and like in order for him to get rid of it, he had to be put in like this medically artificially induced coma is somewhere in Russia, and then like he basically got stuck in a psychosis from what I understood, and he just broke down entirely. He had a nervous breakdown to wrap it up, you know, due to like his drug usage because he became addicted to painkillers. That's what it was. It's not like he was trying to get high. It's just he needed those painkillers, and then he never was the same. That like if you see him now, it's just he's not the same. Pumpkin Patch, thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you hear about the school shooting in the U.S.? No, I didn't. You probably couldn't stomach Bale shedding all those pounds of lean muscle. Tutorial slave. It is frightening how well you know me. That is legitimately and unironically the reason I don't want to watch that movie. Because I always said Christian Bale has the perfect fucking body. You know, for any guy, I feel like he's just that's the norm of like how a perfect how like sculpted, muscular, lean. And if I see pictures of the machinist, I'm like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. It's true. You know me so well, man. That's crazy. Lorenz, Adam Sandler or Ben Stiller? I think Ben Stiller. Adam Sandler. Everybody was saying that they loved that movie, Uncut Gems. Like it was his best work, and I didn't like it at all. I'm not an Adam Sandler guy. I like Ben Stiller more. Hey Lorenz, how are you? I'm a good, Dave. I'm all good. How come you think you were able to bounce back? Like what happened wasn't too much for you? I think it's just part of my DNA, passed on from my parents. My dad went through very hard times. You know, being one of 15, being a farmer, son of a farmer family. They got taken over during the World War. They had to struggle and fight for everything. I think it's just like survivor gene, big ego, which I've talked about a lot. I just always felt like I was meant to do something special. You know, I deluded myself into believing that I was someone special or like I was meant for a greater cause. So I just looked at it like this cancer cannot be the end of me. It's just part of my movie, like and I in my mind I just turn it into like an event that happens to the hero. It's like Batman loses his parents get shot. Or Peter Parker loses his uncle what was the well, he had an uncle that died and then he becomes Spider-Man. Like so I deluded myself to convince myself to make it make sense. So a lot of it has to do with ego. Shout out to my ego. A lot of people always want to shit on ego and say it's a bad thing, but it's not that bad. What do you think about world conflict going on, which leads to many deaths? Will it ever end? What is your stance on it? It's never going to end. It's never going to end. The world is inherently corrupt. Our leaders are inherently corrupt. Um, there's always going to be, wars, conflict, because people are inherently shitty. A lot of them, especially the ones that have power. You ever worried your cancer will come back again? Hell yeah, I worry about that. I get scared. I get really scared about that. The tiniest symptom will have me thinking that I'm getting cancer again. Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna go away. Hold on, I gotta plug my computer. Aye. Sorry, guys. Just texted my buddy, AD Jack. Why are you deleting messages, boy? Um, those narratives have stood the test of time for a reason. Why not take inspiration from them and push forward with a somewhat defined roadmap in mind? There's no need to feel ashamed about that source of power. I'm confused. What do you mean exactly? Which narrative about ego being bad, or you mean the narrative of superheroes, right? Yeah, exactly. Totally, man. No, I mean, I'm not feeling ashamed about it. I'm just trying to I'm trying to apply nuance, and I want to make clear to the audience that I'm not some idiot who actually constantly believes he's a superhero. I only believe that like 80% of the time, but I do have like a rational part of my mind that knows I'm nothing special, and I know that I'm just telling myself I'm special, just like anyone else. So I know that, but I choose to indulge in it because it's a great tool for survival. So you know what I'm saying? It's a different. There's levels to it, and I feel like self delusion can be a great tool as long as you master it. Like you have to be able to step in and step out, and if you can kind of like deploy it like a weapon, I think it's a great source of power. Your haircut looks fresh, much more fitting for your face. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. No offense to the locks, none taken. All right, guys, almost 44 minutes in. You're planning on doing anything special tonight? Yeah, I'm gonna go to a bar in a bit with my friend. Just have some drinks, take it real easy. Nothing crazy though. As long as you keep humbling yourself, the nuance certainly won't crumble. You probably have a more intricate web of checks and balances in the form of friends keeping you honest setup, right? I mean, my friends are not really, well, I have some friends like that, but I don't really have friends that necessarily check me on it. And I feel like I have mastered the art of like balancing myself out. Um, if anything, at this point in my life, due to my age and due to getting older, I would rather go back to that more raw version of myself where I had more like a ridiculous amount of self confidence, if that makes sense. Also, like long term usage of weed has definitely made you mellow me out too much. That's why I quit. Um, so too humble is also not good because if you humble yourself too much, you just start telling yourself you're just like, you need that irrational self confidence at times What is the best city in Belgium? Antwerp, easy. Brussels sucks. So you're not being screwed by a 2G plus rule like us Germans? Being double vaxxed doesn't mean squat if you can't provide a current PCR test in addition to it. Wow. Nah, we don't got to show a PCR test. Just the double vax stuff is enough here. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. All right, guys. Any more questions? I'm about to wrap it up. Jump in the shower, get myself together around the need about an hour. I got real clientele. Who knows that? Who knows those lyrics? I appreciate you guys being here. I want to say thank you so much again to the Turtle Slave and to Pumpkin Patch for your incredible donations, guys. You two are the MVPs of today, keeping the channel afloat and understanding that I'm sitting here putting my energy and time into this and recognizing the value it has. So I really cannot state enough that I cannot overstate, I mean, how much I appreciate you guys doing that. Do you have a good public library system? Yeah, for sure. We have a good public, yeah, we got great libraries. But the Bateman Project in the pub's jukebox and have fun. Thank you, Thor Slave. Appreciate that, man. What's up, Jason? Good to see you too, Dave. Hey, hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. Don't forget, let's get some thumbs going. And once again, if anyone is trying to reach out to me, get in touch with me for my mentorship service. Lorenz.dries@gmail.com is my email address. So reach out if you want to make a change. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back soon, per usual. Peace.